overarch, Donald Trump believes that the election 2020 was a fraud, and he's never going to not believe it, even though there is not enough evidence to take that into court or to really do much about it. He believes it fervently because people believe what they want to believe. Okay. The election of 2016 was a whole different thing. The Democrats believed that Hillary Clinton was going to absolutely walk into that office with no problem. Write about that in the United States of Trump. If you haven't read that book, that might be a good pickup for beach reading if you read Confronting the Presidents, all the other killing books. But anyway, Democrats believe in 16 that they had it. And so there wasn't a lot of subterfuge or all of this. But when they lost, Barack Obama in particular, the president, was very insulted because he thought that, his 2 terms would carry over to a 3rd Democratic term. And he booted Joe Biden off the ticket in place of Hillary Clinton. He thought Clinton would be a more formidable opponent to Trump. Okay. So after Trump was elected in 16, then all kinds of terrible things started to come out about Russia and Putin trying to interfere, or actually interfering with the election to throw it to Trump. Enter today, or last night. So the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, releases classified information about a House investigation, okay, after this was at September 18th, 2020, the report was issued by the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, but it was immediately classified. So we didn't know it. Last night, Ms. Gabbard put out everything. So here's what we know. Ready? Okay. Charges against John Brennan, the former CIA director, okay, under Barack Obama, are very powerful. I believe Mr. Brennan will be indicted by the federal government. Okay? Here is what the report says about Brennan. Quote, the director of the CIA ordered the post-election publication of 15 reports containing previously collected but unpublished intelligence, 3 of which were substandard, containing information that was unclear, of uncertain origin, potentially biased, or implausible. And those became foundational sources for the intelligence community assessment, judgments that Putin preferred Trump over Clinton. The ICA misrepresented those reports as reliable without mentioning their significant underlying flaws. That was under the direction of John Brennan. That is election fraud. That's fraud. And a myriad of other federal crimes. So if I'm John Brennan, I'm getting a good lawyer. All right, let's run down the other ones. James Comey was the FBI chief, okay? He started in 2013 under Obama, convinced Trump to keep him on. That was crazy, but Trump did. And then Trump fired him in 2017. So Comey was there for 4 years. Now, the CIA and the FBI don't cooperate, so I'm not accusing Comey of knowing what Brennan was doing. But Comey himself had information that debunked a lot of these accusations that Putin interfered in the election. Okay? FBI didn't ever put him out, didn't do a thing about it. Now, Comey's not mentioned in the report by name. So don't think that the federal government's going to indict him. But here's what his deputy, Andrew McCabe, said on CNN, I believe. Was it CNN? No, this is a full screen. Here's what the deputy director of the FBI said, Andrew McCabe, to the investigating committee. Okay, quote, Congressman Chris Stewart of Utah asks him, tell me the most damaging thing that you know of in the dossier that you have been able to verify is true. The most thing that strengthens. Mr. McCabe, sir, I can't answer that question off the top of my head. And that is an unquote. So McCabe says the FBI didn't have any information at all. None. So if that's true, and Brennan was giving this phony scenario, the FBI had an obligation to step forward. I don't know if it's enough to indict Comey. Let's face it, the U.S. economy is under stress. National debt rising, trade war shaking the markets. And meanwhile, China is dumping the dollar and stockpiling gold. That's why I protected my savings with physical gold and silver through the only dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. And you can do this. Get precious metals delivered to your door or place in a tax-advantaged gold IRA. They'll even help you roll over your existing IRA or 401k, tax and penalty free. With billions in precious metals delivered, thousands of 5-star reviews, and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau, you can trust American Hartford Gold as I do. Please call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.